What's going on, y'all? It's Elijah Locks. Today we got another Prize Picks video for you guys. In today's video, we got the MLB player props for the Saturday, July 19th MLB slate. And we got a nice little two-man cooked up for you guys. I believe both these guys have a great chance of hitting. So before we get in those, make sure to drop a like and subscribe on the channel with those post notifications turned on if you guys haven't already. We got MLB pretty much every day, I'm pretty sure, from here on out to like the playoffs. So again, if you guys love the MLB content and just want some picks, free picks, again, make sure you guys turn on those post notifications to get notified every single day. We got videos for you guys, and we'll even throw in some WNBA picks. And then college football is around the corner. I believe that's in like 2 months from now, so it should be pretty solid within these next couple months on the channel, just with the consistent uploads and everything. So you guys make sure you want to stay tuned. Again, best way you can do that is dropping that like, and it really helps me out. It'd be much appreciated. I do not charge for picks or anything. So again, if you guys would like to repay me, the best way you guys can do that is, again, just dropping that like right quick. And a little recap on yesterday's video. We gave you guys that three-man, two of the picks hit, one of them missed. The other one honestly had multiple chances of hitting, but again, just didn't go our way. If we look at the little recap right here, we gave you guys Jesus Luzardo over that 5.5 pitcher strikeouts. And then we give you guys Gunnar Henderson over that 6.5 fantasy score. He ended up with 15. And then Ramon, he only had 2 fantasy score. He needed 5. Now, he didn't strike out once. He hit every single ball out of his 4 batting attempts, but unfortunately, they all ended up being like a ground out or a fly out. So again, he didn't base. If one of those, he would have got to at least first base. This one would have cashed out, but kind of just unfortunate that the ball got hit into the wrong areas. He was doing his thing, just hitting the ball pretty consistently. Again, didn't strike out at all. So just unfortunate there. But it's the name of the game. It's sports betting. Those things are going to happen, and hopefully we can bounce back on today's video with these props that I love. If you guys are new to the channel, we just partnered with Parlay Play. If you guys would like to try out a new app other than Prize Picks, I would definitely recommend Parlay Play. It's very similar with the mechanics and everything, and you actually get better payout shifts. So if you guys throw in the exact play that I'm going to give you guys on today's video on Parlay Play, you'll actually get a better payout boost and everything. So if you guys download the app, you get a $5 free game without having to deposit anything. And if you guys use code LOCKS right here, you guys get a $100 deposit match. So again, if you guys are looking for something new, I definitely recommend that right there. But without further ado, we're going to go and hop right at the 2 players that we got. Should be a pretty solid slate for the Saturday one. Our player of the day in today's video, we're going to be rocking with Romy Gonzalez over his 1.5 bases. I was wanting to look at his fantasy score, but PrizePicks doesn't have that one up at the moment. If you guys are seeing this video, I would probably recommend the fantasy score. But again, we like to give you guys the videos early and everything, and I really like the 1.5 bases for him. I feel like this one should be a pretty solid line. Last 2 matchups before the All-Star break, he didn't cover. He had a pretty tough one against the Tampa Bay pitchers. But I really like this matchup against a left-handed pitcher, which this dude has been just frying all season long. Left-handed pitching has definitely been his favorite, especially batting. So I feel like this is a very good line of 1.5 bases. Even if he gets 2 singles, just a double or a triple even. Again, this dude's been killing it recently. If we look at his last 20 games, he won in this crazy stretch right here where he covered this line in 8 straight games. So again, he's been doing his thing pretty consistently. His plate appearances have been very solid as well. And I feel like this Boston Red Sox game against the Cubs should be another very competitive matchup with all these hitters and everything getting a good amount of hits, which again gives us an opportunity for him to see that 5 plate appearances, which we love to see right there. Again, really helps with the play significantly. If we look at this team, Chicago or Boston Red Sox against left-handed pitching, they're all pretty solid. They all have a pretty decent batting average against that left-handed pitching. So again, if a lot of these guys end up hitting the ball, that should definitely help us out on him getting more play appearances in general. But if we look at Romy Gonzalez specifically, if we look at his last 69 at-bats against left-handed pitching, he's been averaging a .406. Now, last time we took this guy against a left-handed pitcher, he went crazy. I forgot which game it was, but again, he really just went out there. He had like 20-plus fantasy score, just went and did his thing, and then now we got him against a similar pitcher with, I don't even know how to say this dude's name, Shota. Again, left-handed pitcher, and this dude, again, out of almost 70 batting attempts, he's averaging a .406, so it can't get any better than that. Out of the 70, he had 4 home runs and 16 RBIs, and then his OPS is a 1.201. So again, pretty solid right there. And his K percentage is only at 21.8 against that left-handed pitching, which really helps us out. Again, just gives us more opportunities for him to hit the ball and everything. Again, and just creates a higher ceiling in general. So it should be a pretty solid one. Now, if we look at him against this guy specifically, we do not have any like information on it because I don't think he's faced him before. But again, left-hand pitching is definitely his thing. So more than likely he's going to end up hitting the ball at least a couple times for us and should be able to base 2, which I'm pretty confident in him getting. Again, they don't have fantasy score right now, which I would definitely have went for, but I still like the value either way at this total bases line. If we look at this sleeper fantasy score line, again, it's basically the same thing. Whenever he hits his total bases, more than likely he's going to hit his 6.5 over fantasy score. So either way, I feel like this one's also a very good alternative. So we're going to be rocking with this one as our player of the day. Romy Gonzalez over that. Where is it at? Did they take it down? Bases. Am I tripping? Total bases. Okay, so right when I'm making this video, I literally locked in this play before I started filming, and as you guys can see, they took down the 1.5 total bases play, unfortunately. So again, that just comes to show that even PrizePicks knows that this one has some juice on it. I'll go to my lineups right here, and as you guys can see, I locked it in already. Romy Gonzalez over that line right there. So again, kind of unfortunate that they took it down already. But again, you guys know I'm rocking with. We'll just throw in his 0.5 total bases for the sake of the video. But again, I like his normal line, and whenever they do put up the fantasy score, we'll definitely rock with that one as well. So we're going to be rocking with that one as our player of the day. And then our second player that we're going to be rocking with, we're going to be looking at Mike Trout over his fantasy score at 7.5. I feel like this one's a very solid line for him. Mike Trout, he's been doing his thing. Last game against the Phillies, he had a total of 12 fantasy scores. So again, definitely went out there and just hit his ball pretty well. We do not have like his hits or anything information, so I can't like show you guys how many games or whatever he's got a hit in. But I believe out of his last 10 games, he's got 8 out of 10 and at least getting one hit, one or more. Now we have him against a right-handed pitcher, against this Walker dude who is pretty bad against Mike Trout. In his last 5 at-bats, Mike Trout has been averaging a .400 batting average against this guy. Had an RBI, didn't have a home run, but again, if we look at all these players on the Angels, all of them hit pretty well against this dude. All of them have above average batting average, a great batting average. Most of them, majority of them, over a .3. So again, that's what we like to see. If as long as there's other players that hitting the ball, more than likely we're going to see more opportunities out of this guy and everything. More batting attempts, RBIs, chances for everything. But again, like the value right here, I feel like this one should be pretty solid. And if we look at him in general, throughout the whole season against his right-handed pitching or against right-handed pitchers, he's had a total of 197 at-bats, and he's been averaging a .244. So again, out of that many games, averaging that good of a line. Again, even his teammates are very similar, just have pretty solid numbers right there. I feel like they should just definitely up the ceiling right there and everything. So should be a pretty good matchup for Trout. And I believe this one's another solid play that we could pair with Romy Gonzalez. Unfortunately, they took it down at the moment. Hope you guys will, whenever you guys are seeing this video, they put it back up. But Mike Trout is going to be our last and final player on today's video to conclude this 2-man. So I feel like this one should be a good one. Romy Gonzalez over this 1.5 total bases or fantasy score. Hopefully they put it back up by the time you guys are seeing this video. Like I showed you guys on the little outlier tool, and then Mike Trout over that 7.5 hitter fantasy score. So that's pretty much all I got for you guys on today's video. Again, please drop that like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed. Again, I'm going to be posting content daily for you guys, so if you guys would like to just stay tuned with the channel, make sure those post notifications are turned on. And we got a free Discord. Link is down below in the description of this video. If you guys would like to join, just repost announcements, extra player props, and all that good stuff. So again, completely free. Link is down below, and that is all I got for you guys. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and let's see today.